Hello, I'm Bill Spurlock, Director of Rutherford County Schools. I'd like to take a few moments to speak with you on career and technical education. The goal of every educator is to prepare students for college and careers. Now, we understand that college lasts a finite amount of time, whereas a career lasts a lifetime. Currently in the United States, college student loan debt is at $1.7 trillion. Now, this is not only unsustainable, it's unnecessary. Our mission statement in Rutherford County Schools is to empower today's students to grasp tomorrow's opportunities. These opportunities not only exist in our core classes, but they also exist in our career and technical education classes. We have 39 programs of study, and within each one of those programs of study, we have a multitude of career clusters. We have in our classes the ability for students to not only get high school credit, but also college credit. And some can even take an industry certification test and be prepared for some of the most challenging and the most rewarding careers. We are strong proponents of career technical education.
I'm Jack Mitchell. I'm a criminal defense attorney and have been practicing in Rutherford County since 1990. As a criminal defense attorney, I'm representing individuals who are charged with criminal offenses, be it felonies or misdemeanors. Well, my father's an attorney, and I've been practicing with him my entire career. While it was never forced upon me to become a lawyer, I pretty much knew that was what I was going to do all along. Well, I'm recording this during the middle of the pandemic, and a typical day for me right now is very different because the courthouse is shut down for a period of 90 days. We're about 6 weeks into that 90 days. But a typical day, non-COVID, is me coming into the office in the morning. Usually I'm going to be in court by about 9 o'clock. So I'm in before then, getting my files together, meeting with my clients. And then we go over to the courthouse. I'm going to be doing any number of things. I may be arguing a motion. I may be negotiating a case with the district attorney and discussing any possible settlement with my client. Maybe trying a case to a jury or to a judge. But that's going to occupy at least the morning. And then when I come back to the office after lunch, usually I'm going to be meeting with clients or doing legal research. I'm meeting with a prospective client. I'll be discussing with them what they're charged with, what options they have available to them, and basically what they're going to encounter in the criminal justice system. Well, this industry allows itself to a wide range of skills. In addition to criminal defense law, I've also practiced divorce and family law, custody matters, things of that sort. You can also collect debts for individuals or companies. You can handle real estate transactions and real estate closings. You can do contract disputes. You can handle car wreck cases, either representing the person who was injured in a car wreck or representing the person who caused the car wreck. You can represent insurance companies. You can get into corporate law, where you're reviewing the contracts that and business deals that a corporation may encounter in the ordinary course of their business. It does take pretty good education to get into this line of work. You, number one, have to go to high school, graduate high school, then you've got to go to college and get a college degree. When you're done with that, then you have to go to graduate school, law school. Typically, that is a 3-year program. When you are done with that, then you have to sit for the state bar exam in whatever state you wish to practice. Once you've done that and successfully passed the bar, then you get your license to practice. Once you're licensed to practice, you're on your own. You can go and do whatever it is you want to do, whatever type of law you want to practice. Or some people actually pass the bar and then never practice. They go into some other line of work, but their law degree actually gives them a leg up a lot of times with regards to whatever that business may be. Certainly you don't want to get in it for the money, because believe it or not, you're not going to make nearly as much money being an attorney as you think you might. There are certainly easier ways to make a lot more money. But by and large, you've got to want to help people. because that's what I do and what most lawyers do on a day-to-day basis. If someone comes to see you about a divorce and they're wanting to get out of a destructive marriage, you're going to be helping that individual, and they're looking to you for guidance and assistance along the way. If I'm representing somebody who's charged with a crime, I'm going to be helping that individual. They may have a drug problem or an anger management issue or something like that, and I may direct them to resources that will help them, not just with this case, but going forward in their life. If we've got someone that's addicted to drugs and I can get them in a treatment center, then that person can go on and live a productive life, and it's very rewarding. So if you're considering a career in the law, I would certainly encourage you to study hard and reach for it.
The reason I chose this pathway is because I've always been interested in the legal system, and seeing that there was an opportunity in high school for me to have a class and learn about it, I had to jump on that. A lot of the time you're going to be spending in class each day is just learning the legal principles and matters and building up upon that. But once you reach the higher levels of pre-law, you'll begin to do things like Socratic seminars, where it's just a class-long discussion about what you've learned in the material, and you get to debate some of your classmates. A lot of the most important skills you're going to be learning in this class are communication related. You learn how to debate, you learn how to structure an argument, you become a better public speaker. So you'll be learning a lot about how to communicate with people, and you'll probably become a better communicator.
I chose pre-law as my pathway because you get to learn about the law and your rights and what it'd be like to actually be an attorney and be in that position. In this class, I've learned about different cases, whether it's criminal or civil, involving murder, if you're suing someone. I've learned how to write a legal memo. We've got to do mock trials where we argue about a certain topic, and it's just super cool. I think you'll love the class. It's never boring, and the teacher's amazing. So yeah, sign up.
Hi everybody, my name is Miss Proctor, and I teach pre-law 1, 2, and 3. Most of the time, pre-law 1 is for freshmen, so if you guys are in the 8th grade and you're looking to take pre-law, I think I'm really cool, so I think that you should take it. Give you a little background. I was worked in the court system in various capacities for 18 years. Most of that was in Davidson County Juvenile Court. And what my favorite part about working in the industry was helping victims of crimes get the justice that they deserve, and also to get offenders back on track. I actually worked a lot one-on-one with offenders for many, many years. Kind of changed a little bit with jobs when I started working with victims, but I can see both sides, helping victims and helping the offenders get back on track. I love the law. I love reading about the law. I love reading about conflicts that involve the law. There's so many different kinds of issues and subjects that you can delve down deep into that have the law. In fact, most everything that you deal with on a daily basis has to do with the law. I just find it very fascinating. We do lots of debates and lots of discussions about issues in criminal justice and pre-law. We start off in pre-law 1 by learning about and debating constitutional issues. We do these in what we call mini moots. It's a little bit different this year. It was a little harder that we had to have the kids that were on Zoom in, but we had a lot of bumps, but we got over them. So we would do why does somebody have to have a search warrant to go into somebody's house? We'll debate, both sides of that issue. Of course, it is pre-law, so we learn how court works. We find out who all those people are in the courtroom and what their jobs are and how they help people out. We learn about civil and criminal courts and the laws that are associated with those, especially criminal law, because everybody's always interested in criminal law. We walk through a criminal case through arrest, all the way to booking, initial appearance, all the way up to the court actual trial. I think my favorite part about this too is that kids always say, well, they didn't teach me that in high school. Well, if you're finished with my class, I will teach you all sorts of things about everyday issues too. So like simple contracts between you and your parents or a friend, how to buy a car, rent an apartment, what your rights are as a renter and an employee. We also do special issues in each of the classes. My pre-law 1 kids are about to go into terrorism and hate crimes, human trafficking, immigration. We talk a lot about mental health. We talk a lot about communication skills and how to talk to people, because I can guarantee you that if you work in the court system, at any point in your entire life that you're going to be screamed at by somebody, and you have to make sure that you know how to, calmly calm that person down and talk to that person respectfully, which is a skill. I can guarantee you that it's a skill that is very useful and kind of hard to learn. I want you to think about this. Do you like to argue? Do your parents say that you should be a lawyer? Would you argue that the sky is purple just because you want to argue? Then you should take my class. Do you want to actually change the way things are done in justice or anywhere else, in politics, anything like that? Do you see those injustices and really want to do something besides just protest about them, if you really want to fix them? I'm hoping that you will take my class, especially if you like to see those changes in the justice system, or if you want to throw people, bad guys in jail, or if you want to make sure that, you can win arguments with your parents. I think my class would be a great class for you. Thanks. Bye.